Hello, my friends, and welcome to another situation report. And let's get straight to it. We're going to go to the deep state map, and we had an update. And the update says the enemy advances on the eastern outskirts of Bakhmut in recent days has been clarified. The assault on Opine has been by the enemy continues. Muscovites occupied Zelapolina and Pervorgomaisk. The enemy retreated a little. So let's zoom in here. That would be all on the eastern front. And if we come back to yesterday and the day before, you can see that they're making just very small gains, guys. Let's see, this was yesterday, right up here in the Kordimovka. It's hard for me to pronounce these names, and the Andriivka area. So you can see here just a little bit of gains. And this is by Bakhmut. They're like throwing everything to the south. You can see here. Okay, so there's fighting all along the eastern front, guys. Really heavy battles. I've seen so many videos and it's really heartbreaking. But let's get to the Russian losses. So we're sitting at 356,520. If we go back yesterday, you'll see that we were at 354,520. Russians killed 88,380, and they lost another 500 soldiers, and also 6 armored combat vehicles, 3 tanks, 1 artillery, and nothing in the aircraft, helicopters, or boats. And 500 troops, 6 APVs, vehicles or fuel trucks, 3 tanks, 1 artillery, 7 drones, and 1 anti-aircraft. That's why I like to check this one too, guys. This was reported from the Kyiv Independent, and it gives a little bit more detailed. And so if we go to the news, UK Inform is reporting that Ukraine troops launched 17 strikes on Russian military clusters. This is stated in the report of the General Staff, posted at 1800 hours. During the day, the armed forces of Ukraine launched 15 strikes on enemy personnel, troops, and equipment clusters, as well as strikes on positions of the enemy anti-aircraft missile systems. Ukraine missile and artillery troops hit personnel, weapons, military equipment, and important objects during the day. And if we come down, the enemy focuses its efforts on restraining the action of units of the armed forces of Ukraine in the positions near the Bakhmut direction, redeploys personnel and military equipment to replenish units that suffered losses. Really, they're just reporting. They're reporting hell is what they're reporting, guys. I wanted to show you guys this cool video here. I believe it's got music though. Let's see here. No music. You can see these MRAPs and a whole column. No geolocation or somewhere in the east. And you can just see a bunch of these guys. So they're getting prepared for something. Okay, now let's keep on going because I got some cool stuff for you guys today. Here we have another column. You can see them right behind the tanks, armored vehicles. So they are pushing through the snow. I believe this one had music. Yeah, I can't play that. Copyrighted music. But they are advancing through this freezing weather. Guys, I try to, I try not to post the gory stuff. Well, I'll get banned from YouTube. But also, I try to keep it, uplifting. And so that's why I don't show all the gory stuff. But I will, so this is a little sensitive. I will show this. I wanted to show you guys this. You can see these little white dots here moving around. There appear to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. And then something comes in and just boom. So that was that one. And the title was this: The Hunt for Russians in the Bakhmut area. And let's keep going. I wanted to show you this, guys. This was interesting. This is the first time I've seen a video of this. It's a Robo-gun. The Armed Forces of Ukraine rigged trench fortified with a KPVT 14.5 millimeter HMG with electrical trigger system. It's untranslated and it's got music, so I can't play the audio. Yeah, but as you can see, it's wired up. I didn't see how it triggers it. But wow, okay. So you've got an automatic Robo-gun, just waiting for someone to come along and trigger it. That's pretty ingenious. And then if we keep on going, I did want to show this too. So a new campaign in Lithuania, making stoves for Ukrainians from donated car wheels from the rims. And you can see these are rims with the exhaust here. Check this out. I went through the photos, and you can see them welding up here in this little shop. And here are these gentlemen here are packaging. There's a bunch of them, and you can see them making them here. So that was pretty cool. And okay, so this was pretty interesting too. They're reporting that an explosion occurred near the Ukrainian embassy in Madrid, and according to media reports, an embassy employee opened an envelope containing an explosive device, and all the Ukrainian embassies have ordered security, or more security for their embassies worldwide. So in response, the Italian authorities are ready to nationalize ISAB refinery in Sicily, owned by the Russian company Lukoil. And it's one of the largest refineries in Europe. The refinery covers more than 20% of the country's needs, and a final decision will be made on December 1st. So they're going to nationalize all of Russia's assets. And this is happening around the world, actually. So, okay, we've got News Insight, and they're reporting on a campaign to turn off the heat, water, and light in the houses of Russian diplomats in Prague proposal. And I'm hoping that this really catches on. The Czech Project Gift for Putin published a petition in which they proposed to cut off the power supply to residential buildings in the country which are owned by the Russian Federation, as Novink CZ journalists report. This gesture would be a kind of answer to on the systematic destruction of the Ukraine energy infrastructure by Russian occupiers. And it is noted that Russia, having used the tactics of destroying critical infrastructure, has recently decided to break Ukrainians with darkness and cold. Therefore, based on higher moral principles, the project Gift for Putin asked the relevant public and private suppliers to give Russia diplomats in Prague a taste of their own pill. And we demand that all buildings belonging to the Russian Federation be disconnected from gas, water, and electricity. I don't know if this is going to work or not, because if they do it, then Russia will just do it to all the other embassies that are located in Russia. However, it'd be nice to, have that happen. So we'll see how. I'd love for that to happen. Okay, and so the Biden administration is considering designating the Russian Wagner group as a terrorist organization. And here you see pros again. And so this was also very interesting. The Philadelphia Inquirer is reporting unknown aircraft targets Wagner base in the Central Africa Republic. Authorities in Central Africa Republic have opened an investigation after a low-flying fighter jet dropped explosives. And authorities in Central Africa, okay. The attack took place in the early hours of Monday at a Kontesnev base in Bakhmut, where witnesses said both the base used by Wagner's group and surrounding homes had been hit. The Russian paramilitaries showed their indignation very early by shooting in the air from 5 to 6 o'clock. For the moment the city is quiet, the shops have not yet opened, and people are afraid to go out of their homes and businesses. So if they get designated as a terrorist group, NATO and America can target them. And so I don't know who, I wonder who targeted the Wagner group, but that's encouraging to see. Okay, and we've got a nice little video here. So this is of another gas plant in Russia that's been sabotaged, and it's in the Surazhai district of Bryansk in Russia. A fire broke out at an oil depot. Two oil storage facilities are on fire. And so I wanted to show you guys this. This is night footage, so it's not very good. Let me see here. Let's see. And I believe we've got a picture of this as well. Yeah, so, and then where is this? This is up here in this region here. So I did want to show you guys that. Partisans, or supposedly it was a drone attack. And this is the new voice of Ukraine. And they are reporting Ukraine eliminates Russian unit behind the attack on the maternity ward. So if you remember that Russia targeted the maternity ward in the Zaporizhia Oblast, and now the Ukrainian military has demolished the unit behind the deadly missile strike. And a rocket artillery unit that shelled the maternity ward with S-300 missiles was reportedly demolished by Ukrainian forces. Staruch also reported about attacks on Russian positions near Melitopol and Tomak, adding that the guerrilla movement is particularly effective in Zaporizhia Oblast. So it would have been much harder for Ukrainian troops to attack without a guerrilla movement and the information it provides. So apparently the guerrilla movement is giving up the positions, and nice, they eliminated this this group that attacked the maternity ward. So I thought that that was pretty uplifting. And we've got which one is this one? The LRT is reporting that NATO should send tanks to Ukraine, says Lithuania foreign minister. And NATO is not running low on tanks nor tank ammunition. Therefore, if we expand the inventory of what is being sent to Ukraine, then NATO has a chance to keep supplying. Lambergis told reporters on Tuesday before a meeting of NATO foreign ministers in Bucharest. In his words, NATO countries have a virtually unlimited ammunition resource for key battle tanks. And some countries like Poland and Czech Republic have already sent tanks to Ukraine. And so they want to send more. And I like that. Like, if we really want Ukraine to win, we got to send them, you know, what they need to win the war. Okay, and the Kyiv Independent, the intelligence. Russia stockpiles missiles for massive missile strike. And Defense Ministry's intelligence director representative said Russia was conducting reconnaissance for its next mass missile strike. He said Russia had enough weapons to bombard Ukraine. So that's pretty, you know, depressing there. Okay, we put this in English. And the Spiegel is reporting the next Russian air raid is apparently imminent. So everybody is expecting this, and they're going to be targeting their civilian infrastructure. The current satellite images show an unusual amount of movement at a key Russian military airport. Experts see angles too on increased alert and warn of new heavy air attacks on Ukraine. And then Reuters is reporting Russia firing unarmed missiles to deplete Ukrainian air defenses, says U.S. military. So that's one way they're trying to counter all the defense missiles, is by sending dummies. Okay, guys, so that was my report, and I've got as always, I try to end this on a, you know, funny note and positive note. And we've got this snowman of a Ukrainian soldier, so I wanted to play this, show you this. Even the snowman is armed. So that is pretty cool. Totally Ukrainian, so he's even got a cigarette in his mouth. And with that, guys, I thank you for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed my report, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel. I do this every day, and I try to do this in an uplifting way. And yeah, guys, thank you very much for taking your time to spend it with me and my little report. So, having said that, guys, have a beautiful day and peace out.